Hello and welcome to Sktv's News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI. First, the headlines. Manipur People's Convention marks 3 years of crisis, adopts 6 resolutions seeking declaration of May 3 as Anti-Narco-Terrorism Day. Mikap Topanumid observed at various places in Manipur. People pay floral tributes to martyrs of May 3, 2023 violence. Centre's Manipur conflict inquiry report still pending after 3 years, despite 4 deadline extension. MP Angum Chabimola Kujam alleges Manipur politically torn. Bureaucracy remains in chaos under BJP government. CLP leader Meghachandra urges resignation of MLAs and fresh elections as BJP government fails to end 3-year Manipur conflict. And press play crucial role in countering forces beyond legislature, executive and judiciary, asserts IPR Director T.H. Charanjit. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Manipur People's Convention was held today at Iboyaima Shumanglila Sanglane Palace compound, marking 3 years of the ongoing Manipur crisis under the aegis of Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity (COCOMI), where participants deliberated on important issues and unanimously adopted 6 resolutions. The convention was attended by representatives of organizations allied with COCOMI, leaders from Naga and Meitei Pangal communities, senior citizens, legal experts and university teachers. Speakers expressed concern over alleged human rights violations, perceived inattention of government and underlying causes behind the conflict that began on May 3, 2023. They called for collective efforts, emphasizing the need for unity among all civil society organizations to safeguard the interests of people and restore normalcy in the state. Based on the deliberations, the first resolution reaffirmed demands and resolutions taken by COCOMI and the people at different phases since May 3, 2023 and urged both Government of Manipur and Government of India to translate them into concrete action. The convention also authorized COCOMI leadership to intensify various forms of democratic agitations in coordination with local clubs, Mairapaibi groups and other grassroots organizations. The second resolution strongly condemned reported attacks at Tronglaupi and TM Kasom village, demanding immediate arrest of perpetrators and stringent legal action. It further urged the government to institute judicial inquiry at the earliest into the deaths of 3 persons in CRPF firing during subsequent protests. In its third resolution, the convention alleged that the government of India has been allowing use of cookie narco-terrorists to carry out continued attacks and resolved to intensify democratic movements under the leadership of COCOMI in response. The fourth resolution referred to April 25 mass rally organized by COCOMI, during which 7 questions were raised to the authorities. Terming the response unsatisfactory, the convention resolved to reiterate those questions as formal demands to the government. The fifth resolution proposed that if required, people's delegation comprising intellectuals, community leaders, internally displaced persons and COCOMI members be formed to hold talks with a team led by Chief Minister and representatives of central government to address challenges faced by people and explore possible solutions. The sixth and final resolution declared that May 3 would be observed as Anti-Narco-Terrorism Day to raise awareness against alleged narco-terror activities and their influence in politics through illicit funding. The convention also resolved to urge the United Nations and its affiliated organizations to recognize May 3 as an International Anti-Narco-Terrorism Day.
Hairiba makoina piriba taha taha adumlaba makoigi paukumni hairiba do Kokomina Madu strongly reject away, Madam de Kanoakanda, Makoina Piribodo, Lepak Miam Hangiba, Lepak Miam Tamiba Wapamado, Madugi Wapam Dugi, Manu, Huchin the Kanaraga Pirak Pakumnate, Makoing Haki Weba, Miam the Utsaiba Pakumni, Madam Maduna, Koina Hangiba, Koina Taliba, demanding a say, Matik Saba, Pakumama, Gomen, getting Masato, Tabak Tongsing, Pantora Pripawa, Equile Pak Miamna, Nashi Sanctionliba, Miam Goeba, Democratic Goeba, Kongjung City, Sanction Pum to Yabisimaina, Kokomiki, Maikadi Tamjage.
Mapam amasung matam gi matang ina mathau tarabadi akhang ahising community leaders IDP gi mihut sing galoinana kokomi gi mihut sing yauba people's delegation ama semduna state ki chief minister na luchingba mihut kangbu amadi government of India gi central leaders sing unaduna phaminaba wa khannanaba amadi Miyamgi awa ana koknanaba honabagi thabak thoram kaya pangthok hannanaba ngasigi miyamgi mifamna kokomida sinare ngasi Manipur's People's Convention asina sahi khudingi May 3rd asibu anti narco terrorism day haina lauthoknaba lepnare.
Mikab Thopanamid was observed at various places across Manipur on Sunday, with people paying floral tributes to the martyrs of May 3, 2023 violence. At Yumnam Patlo Chingzin, the third observance was organized by Athoba Singhi Ning Singh Kubam Semgat Sagat Loop and Excel Kundrapam constituency, where a large number of people gathered since early morning to offer floral tributes at the memorial site. Speaking on the occasion, an Excel Kundrapam constituency spokesperson Donjam Somojit stressed that those who lost their lives and those who went missing during the conflict should not be treated individually, urging the government to take up special measures for all affected families. He stated that the victims who were killed or went missing since the outbreak of violence on May 3, 2023 should not be taken lightly, adding that they had sacrificed their lives in the absence of adequate protection. Somojit also expressed concern over government's reported decision to issue death certificates for conflict victims only after 7 years. He termed the delay as dereliction of duty, stating that such certificates could be issued immediately after cabinet decision.
Thokriba irang asina mari lenana ngasi phawbuda sayom sropa matamda mafam kayada Manipur lojing loya singda antak chakkiba thasi gi manungda su ekoi moirangda ronglawida thokiba thawdoksi yamna yam sentiment sokpa thoi nuaitaba du mafamni hojiksu Manipur gi praja mayamna haiba issue sideda tangdu letaba amadi tangtana ekoi santi hanjalakpa ngamdaba sina mipaiba leiriba loina loina lamfam sida mari lenana mioi kayama sung ngasi bawda masagi asiba haksang piba ngamdriba Sarkana, Praja Kota Sinaba Ngamdriba, Amadi Yumbu to the Piva Ngamdriba, Lena Lenana, dead body, Pangdaba Maram Lenana, Mari Lenana, Makogi, Gomengo about authorization, I could death certificate Pangdaba Maram Orga, Makoina, Hingi Matamda, Mama Power, everything Masasing, Amadi Masagi Mata, Yauzeramba, insurance Sing, Manipuri Lenana, Mato, Kangabagi, Hawaii Ponta Pikraba, Mankraba, Pangdriba missing, Adugi, Makoida Kariguma compensation at the execution at Singba, Karimata, Ming, Sangana, Legitava Musing, Asibo, Masamasaki, Marana. Lebaki suda matoi thagrabon singdu masaki manai orina karigu mamta yengsem bidan leibe basi tasengna Manipur pizza mayam gi yamna leibo chibani haina I thamjage.
Meanwhile, thousands of Kukizo people observed Separation Day in Gangpokpi district Sadar Hills at Martyrs Cemetery, Faijang, marking 3 years since the outbreak of the Manipur conflict on May 3, 2023. The program, organized under the Committee on Tribal Unity, (COTU), was held alongside a 12-hour total shutdown across the region, during which all business establishments, educational institutions and private transport services remained closed, except for emergency movement. Large gatherings were witnessed as participants paid floral tributes, observed a minute's silence and performed traditional gun salutes in honor of those killed in the violence, symbolizing collective grief and remembrance. During the observance, COTU leaders reaffirmed an 8-point declaration and reiterated calls for unity, justice and protection of the community's rights, while alleging continued injustice and erosion of democratic values. Speakers described the day as both memorial and political assertion, urging solidarity among Kukizo people and demanding freedom from tyranny within the constitutional framework. Similar sentiments were echoed in Moray, where another separation day was observed at Martyrs Complex, with thousands renewing their demand for union territory with legislative powers, citing ongoing ethnic tensions and deepening political uncertainty in Manipur. Three years after clashes erupted in Manipur on May 3, 2023, the Centre-appointed Commission of Inquiry tasked with probing violence is yet to submit its report, having missed 4 deadlines, despite multiple extensions. The 3-member panel, constituted on June 4, 2023, was initially mandated to submit its findings within 6 months from its first sitting. However, the deadline has been extended repeatedly on September 13, 2024, December 3, 2024, May 20, 2025 and December 16, 2025, with the latest deadline now set for May 20, 2026. According to Hindustan Times, officials familiar with the matter said, the inquiry is still ongoing and may take considerable time as the Commission continues to scrutinize thousands of statements and documents submitted by people from both communities affected by the violence. While document collection at the Imphal office has been completed, the panel is yet to decide which individuals will be summoned for recording statements. Sources revealed that important officials who were in charge during the outbreak of violence, including the then Chief Minister, Chief Secretary and Director General of Police, have not yet been summoned by the Commission. The Commission members had planned a visit to Manipur in February but postponed it due to fresh incidents of violence, adding that statements of selected witnesses are expected to be recorded at the panel's camp office in New Delhi. The Commission is mandated to examine the causes and spread of the violence, sequence of events leading to it, any lapses by authorities and adequacy of administrative measures taken to control the situation. Currently chaired by former Supreme Court Judge Justice Balbir Singh Chauhan, the panel also includes retired bureaucrat Himanshu Sekhadas and former police officer Aloka Prabhakar. The Commission operates from its headquarters in Imphal and a camp office in New Delhi. Lok Sabha MP Angomcha Bimola Koicham has accused BJP government of creating deep political divisions within Manipur and systematically sabotaging state's bureaucratic framework. He was addressing the gathering at a foundation stone-laying ceremony for construction of multi-purpose community hall at Patsoi Part 1, Awanglekai. The event, organized by Construction Committee of Multi-Purpose Community Hall, was also attended by Kundrakpam Constituency MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar and former MLA of Patsoi Constituency A.K. Mirabai. During the event, attendees observed 2-minute silence to honor those who were killed during the state's ongoing unrest. Speaking further, MP Bimol expressed profound shock at the persistence of the crisis, noting that the Meitei community has historically advocated for harmonious coexistence. He slammed the central government's handling of the conflict, alleging that it is apparently siding with a particular community rather than acting as a neutral mediator to resolve the violence. While alleging that security forces are depriving Manipuris of their fundamental rights, the MP accused the BJP government of systematically eroding the relationships between the state's communities.
Manipur ki yanglin saru oiraga leiba community se yamna singna kamai tawna segaina haloida ge mina divide and rule tawdana ba hotna ba ngamba leiramba community se akhoi gi proof se 2001 gi June 19 da kamai tawdana masi chawtho loida ge akhoi masen khana loida ge na khanbada mangjin tharaga chatkhiba ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯨꯔꯨꯞ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯔꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯃꯦꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯡ 2023ꯗ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯊꯥꯛꯂꯛꯄ ꯂꯥꯡꯗ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯐꯥꯎ ꯉꯛꯏꯁꯦ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯅ ꯂꯩꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯤꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯦꯟ ꯃꯔꯛꯇꯨꯗ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯄꯣꯖꯤꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯐꯤꯔꯦꯞꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯪꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯐꯥꯎ ꯉꯥꯎꯔꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯃꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯃꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯀꯦꯕꯤꯅꯦꯠ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯉꯥꯛꯏꯅꯦꯅ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯑꯉꯛꯄ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇ ꯎꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯒꯦꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯟꯗꯅ Amit Shahna floor of the house of Ungakaleineba. Moiti Handish my Kanaba Labani. Me a Dukshigimni, Chahia Duksangimnina, Heidagal Kogi, crisis and Loisan the Nanabagi, justification P lady. On the floor of the house, hiding about Michana.
Meanwhile, former MLA A.K. Mirabai urged the public to remain resilient against external incitement, calling for renewed unity across communities to safeguard the state's integrity. She also emphasized the purpose of the MLA Local Area Development Fund, reminding elected officials that these resources are strictly intended for grassroots developmental projects. Mirabai further cautioned voters to remain vigilant, asserting that it is time for the electorate to hold accountable those who resort to deception during election cycles.
Election mayada utcharga praja se pangdhanaba hona gumsi praja aikoisu lising tarana aikoigi punchi matnabagi lambi semakpa matamda praja aikoina wahanthok chapchana pakumpi bagi matam haibado oine haibase ai thamjaningi.
On the other hand, MLA Lokeshwar described May 3 as a historical day of solemn significance for all Manipuris. He sharply criticized the central government for its perceived indifference, accusing it of remaining a mute spectator to the 3-year crisis. He further alleged that legislators from the ruling parties have failed to demonstrate their necessary leadership and capacities despite opposition's earnest efforts to find a resolution. Lokeshwar went on to stress the urgent need for a concerted effort between the ruling and opposition parties to resolve the conflict.
Mr. Hay was a Canada. Authority government of India. Stipulated. What the kind of help the Wogan Lambi Patawana in its curriculum. Mr. Hay could you say? Central government Makata Label at the Nakawa. Other Lambi is the step Chini Makadi Masindo. Lume Makadi Yaro and Masim order topic. How did the chicken is not to say, governing them and I say, other than Harvard is not any say, I think among the Rasu, Giri Lamia, Dimapu, Lamiga and Hambomatanga, can you pistol out, you know?
CLP leader Kaisham Meghachandra has proposed seeking a fresh public mandate as the most effective way to resolve Manipur's ongoing crisis, citing the BJP government's consistent failure to address the situation over the past 3 years. Speaking at an India Bloc press meet at the Manipur Press Club, Meghachandra expressed deep concern that both the central and state governments have been unable to restore normalcy despite a significant passage of time. He specifically highlighted the government's inability to resettle thousands of internally displaced persons who remain in relief camps, arguing that this neglect demonstrates a lack of consideration for the populace. He further suggested that incumbent MLAs should resign to facilitate a fresh election, allowing citizens to elect a new administration capable of ending the prolonged unrest. Meghachandra further criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for not treating the state's issues with the necessary seriousness and claimed that the government has ignored suggestions offered by the India Bloc. Questioning the continued validity of the current administration, the Congress leader asserted that the government has failed to meet public aspirations or provide justice to victims. The press meet was also attended by leaders from 10 political parties in the India Bloc.
Sahi Umasida, Sarkar Sina Kahimata Tauba, Namdraba. Loinana, leadership, Uiva, Sarkar, White Basina, Parzaki confidence, Sakatwa, Amasu, Piva Namdraba. Justice the Olamdraba, Santi Piva Namdrabanina, Emele Bupu, Sahi Om, Sahi Mangaki, Tamamagi, Sahi Manga Sida, Sahi Om Iran and Namdraba. Tega Kasina, Central Government of State Government, Emily Hufusi, Layuka in the Carly. Miam Punabakna, Ele Hufu the Tiny, Masi, Democracy Set Palevax, the Santi Porpamasu, Iran Yantaba, knowing all the Napa I was there. Masi, I put Punabaki, Miam Taitani, Haidana, Haidani, the Emily Hufu the Tino. Marabaduna, something later about beyond the confidence people of Dravati, Emily Humo design Tauroga, and no woman did Amalozabana in the parade. Maramasin Emily Humo design Tauroga. Maramdi Padayam in the water. Maramasina Prasana Pami, opposition political parties in the Pami, Sarkar action of the Pami, Sarkar Santi Hanjalan Pami, Sarkar Adibumba, justice of the Pami.
Director of Information and Public Relations, IPR, T.H. Charanjit, stated that press has a vital role in reaching out to the public and countering forces that operate beyond 3 pillars of democracy: legislature, executive and judiciary. He was speaking during the observance of World Press Freedom Day held at Directorate of Information and Public Relations (DIPR), organized in collaboration with All Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU) and Editors Guild Manipur (EGM). AMJU President Asim Bhakta and EGM President Khugendro Khumdram as presidium members during the event held under the theme Shaping a Future of Peace. Director T.H. Chiranjit stressed the importance of press freedom in highlighting societal issues and informing public about prevailing challenges. However, he also pointed out that press freedom is not absolute, emphasizing the need to understand the provisions of Article 19(2) of the Indian Constitution, which imposes reasonable restrictions on media content that may threaten national security, incite violence among communities, or disturb relations between neighboring states.
Ngasigi numit asi UNESCO na World Press Freedom Day haina declare tauba numit aduni ngasigi numit asida press ki freedom asibu nahona na ningsingba amasung press ki freedom asina koi gi democracy asibu hena phajahanba amasung survive taubada importance oi haibado koi punna ningsing minaduna press ki freedom asibu koi munna mamunta na khamina numit aduni ngasigi numit asida koi gi media fraternity da laibiriba mayam punamak koi hagna World Press Freedom Day gi wish taujari.
EGM President Khugendro Khumdram has stated that press has a crucial role in positively shaping the ongoing conflict in Manipur. He emphasized that media must act responsibly to help guide public perception and contribute towards peace during the crisis. He also stressed the need for thorough discussion on the recent press and media advisory issued by the Home Department. Khugendro informed that joint meeting will soon be held by DIPR, AMJU and EGM to deliberate on the advisory.
Freedom unlimited freedom within reasonable property restriction responsibility. I the ship of the phone PI has a responsibility no will be literally quite moderate for me and will be quite moderate. When you feel starting at the field the city and only see Idis na hard na madu dita na terasa kita cek untuk yang mereka aduna aku field option itu aku itu tanda isagi responsibility aku freedom masih yang aku itu aku freedom orang pun yang pause na community sih kayu itu yang ini society kayu ini ada sih kayu kan tak sini kau baru dah ada press freedom day haji dah orang yang kan freedom basically no I do but I don't know the film says that we know about our samar mo na wa santi le ba to ko na ko na ko ni ya ki se no ya ko na ko na ta ro na sa ko ta jage.
Meanwhile, AMJU President Asim Bhakta has expressed his desire to make the observance of World Press Freedom Day a regular annual calendar program. He stated that the event, which was organized this year under the initiative of DIPR, should be continued in a similar manner every year. Senior journalist Nipram Krishnamohan raised concerns regarding the decline of journalism ethics in Manipur, noting that the high standards established by veterans are being compromised. He was addressing at the World Press Freedom Day observance at Manipur Press Club, Imphal, which included poetry readings and the presentation of the Thiam Prem Kumar Award. Speaking further, Krishna Mohan highlighted how the nature of challenges facing the media has evolved. He pointed out that the media houses continue to face intense external pressures, often making it uncertain whether they can successfully produce the next day's edition or bulletin. While he commended local journalists for maintaining authenticity and taking responsibility under duress, he lamented that they are still struggling to achieve true freedom of the press. Krishna Mohan also called for support from the government and civil society organizations, CSOs, towards addressing this issue. The event was also attended by AMSU President Asem Bhakta and Saitya Thopanglo President Tongbram Amarjit.
Malengi Levaksigi or Stasi press freedom as yet hiding them Latin, who's more than hiding them later. The freedom de Pangabra, I was about the freedom of Pange. Gomengi sideways you Pangde, people sideways you Pangde, any organizing is had to you Pangia. The Orible Lalak Maral says that media person Kamaito na Pablo Chalia Sida Kamare, Sida Hamare, Sunare, then is it Tongobi what took place. Tongobi the Oi media person is Salivani, Phil the Salivani, Yangivani, Kaidori, Moina, Maduki Pop, Lowivani, Simpness, Madu, Satnaba. Madu long Honabada, media persons in the Cheneva Awabase, Cananas, Computer, social organization, civil society organization, Papa, Computer, Masiako, Maitavale, Hydropoling on the back. It took us one day, when you look at Nualaga, Pekador, have a see. Isada, a key one of power, talk to
On the occasion of World Press Freedom Day, Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand extended warm greetings to media fraternity, acknowledging their crucial role in safeguarding democracy. He emphasized that free, responsible and independent press is the cornerstone of vibrant democratic society, ensuring transparency, accountability and good governance, while empowering citizens. Reaffirming the importance of freedom of expression as enshrined in Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, he called for collective efforts to uphold press freedom and promote truth, integrity and ethical journalism. Meanwhile, ex-Chief Minister N. Biren also extended his greetings to journalists and media fraternity. Reflecting on his earlier days associated with journalism, he recalled the challenges, responsibilities and belief in truth that shaped his perspective. He noted that free and responsible press remains vital in strengthening democracy and promoting an informed society. National People's Party NPP Manipur President Lorho S. Fose stated that those indulging in violence or seeking to sustain unrest will ultimately face consequences one day, while stressing urgent need for collective efforts to restore peace in Manipur. He made the remarks during May Treat observance for peace restoration organized by National People's Youth Front NPYF Manipur and NPP Party at a party office at Manipur, which was attended by MLAs and party office bearers. During the candlelight vigil and prayer observance, a 2-minute silence was observed, followed by prayers offered in different dialects of Meitei tribal and Meitei Pangal communities. Speaking to SKTV, Lorho Fose emphasized that bringing peace in Manipur is not an easy task and cannot be achieved merely through speeches or expressions of intent, but requires active participation and responsibility from every individual residing in the state to help end the ongoing crisis.
Violence they could halasi, akoi could land hokpa si di miunda healing touch to pinanaba. Adegi shanti purak na be da makta akoi mi amount na contribute to ya ba macha or ga shoot no na magpira ga di akoi unda thua kani akoi Bible the high family. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Akoi ishogi macha lo na makoy akoi Manipur की प्रजा मिपु खुदे मकासी ईश्वर को कीबा ईश्वर ले है बस ईश्वर को कीबा प्रजा अंगतनी मधुना ईश्वर को अकीबा प्रजा अमोना individual अमोना let us become peacemakers अदोर अगर कोई ईश्वर की मचा मिबो कोपी बहाइसी इना लालू रे हरगा कोई न मजदो revenge लो न बे नतना let us forgive मधु अदगी मिबो नुक्सी बिसी healing hands extend ourselves quickly appeal.
Kangabu constituency MLA Okram Surjakumar has urged the central government to convene a special parliament session to address the ongoing Manipur crisis and reach a definitive resolution. He made these remarks during the May Tang 3 Meitei Mikap Thokpa Numit, an event marking the completion of 3 years of the ongoing crisis in Manipur. During the event organized by the youths of Lamding at the Lamding Lekai Multipurpose Hall in Thawal District, local clubs, women's organizations and elders from 5 localities, along with families of victims, paid floral tributes to those who lost their lives in the unrest. Addressing the gathering, MLA Surya Kumar emphasized that the Prime Minister belongs to the entire nation, not just a single political party. Reflecting the people's frustration over the central government's perceived lackadaisical attitude, he noted that citizens are beginning to question whether Manipur is still considered a part of India. He also highlighted the profound human cost of the crisis, pointing to the hundreds of deaths, the displacement of thousands, and the widespread loss of livelihoods. The Congress MLA warned that ongoing educational disruptions could lead to the loss of a generation.
Unsolved mysteries mayam lay the imung mayam kanan halam mano mang hiro mayam ngasi ngarang da sinaga sa ani magi nang da sansar ta pri mayam unrest Manipur da lay re aduna central government na bu Manipur government lay ba Manipur government siga pullaga masi solution ama tuna tawbe hairagadi yamna laina tawbi ya bank tagi loan lo ba mayam ima ibel loan gi chara ta laga chari ba mayam छात्र मैम सिंसे सही अनि अहुम लाइक फजन तमक्ता बायबसी छात्र मैम सिंसदा अखोई मणिपुर की जनरेशन अमसी मांगबने अदुना मैम दसु अपील तौजरी गवर्नमेंट दसु अपील तौजरी मदुदी मसी की सोल्यूशन अमा यामना थुना पुरकबा होनबियु होनदरगदी मणिपुर की फ्यूचर कराइद लैरकदरबनो मरुवैना रिलिफ कैम्प लैरिबा इमुंग मनुंग मैम सिंसी की फ्यूचर से मसी कन्नबा थुना होनबियु.
Shiv Sena Manipur President Moirangthim Tombi has urged the government to expedite the resettlement of internally displaced persons currently languishing in relief camps. Speaking at a floral tribute ceremony for victims of the ongoing crisis at the party's office at Babupura, Tombi noted that the instability has not only crippled local livelihoods, but has also stripped students of a conducive environment for their education. He further appealed for unity among political parties, stating that the gravity of the situation demands concerted efforts rather than partisan mudslinging.
Chahi hum mapung sab sara phar ban mit sibogda aikhoi ki ingna tapna santi oina leibagi tanjado ngasi bogda central madi state government na Manipur ki miyam da madi khudol tambangamdri ngasi bogda aikhoi yum mai thaba leptre ba ukhulda mi har pa lepte ba Sahi home upon Pareva. Gamena, Miamda, a quick whatever Tokyo. Internet displaced persons in chair. I could Tavi Munda, Nimitamdi, Nimitari Munda, Sahishi Munda. I could rehabilitate no Namukova, Togan and Lotokasi, Tokyo. Maji Sinamadi, Manpurmia with the man. Political partisan show, political mileage loan of one of the NRC Matang the Launer. NRC Hypopoto, Panbiranu Tokiro, Manipur Lariba, illegal immigrants in the mechanism of Tokyo. Kari mechanism no come there. Moi detect of a deport, we have a mechanism of Tokyo. NRC Tokyo, Tawera Madu, Ahoy Kandeva. 1951, Aduki 1961, Aduki Mamang the Lambasin government, Akoki, India Constitution, the Karipi Rigedo, Madudo Tokyo, Launo Bigano, Tabangam Dre, Persasin Nunchiramroy, Persahan Kanse.
Federation of Civil Society Organizations Fox Manipur observed 3rd Maining Singh Thauram today at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy Auditorium, marking the 3-year anniversary of the conflict that began on May 3, 2023. The event, held under the theme Bridging Divides for a Shared Future, sought to honor those lost and chart a path towards lasting peace. The observance was attended by Fox Acting President BMI Mashaha, UMO President M. Sarojini Laima and Manipur Kaithil Nupi Marup General Secretary L. Mema. Independent researcher Dr. Puyam Rakesh and M. Haupu Khom, President of the Khom Tribe Organization, Valley, shared insights as resource persons. Addressing the gathering, BMI Masha emphasized that the event's primary goal is to forge a resolution to the crisis and amplify the people's voices to both the central and state governments. He further lamented that the recent Tronglawi bomb attack and the subsequent firing at the CRPF camp, which together claimed 5 lives, have reignited tensions across the state after it had experienced a brief period of relative calm.
ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯋꯥꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯇ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯥꯛꯇ ꯌꯧꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯪꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ IDPꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ 3 ꯐꯥꯔꯛꯂꯕꯁꯤꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯂꯦꯅꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯍꯤꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯐꯪꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕ ꯈꯣꯟꯖꯦꯜꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯌꯧꯍꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯔꯨꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯟ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯆꯜ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯒꯤ ꯀꯥ ꯍꯦꯟꯕ ꯊꯧꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯅꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯁꯨꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯔꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯄꯥꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯗꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯟ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯟꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯃꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯥꯏꯟ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛ ꯑꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯧꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯊꯝꯖꯩ.
Now, before we move on, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Saint Xavier School, Langol Sinjariba, second Imphal West Inter-School Spelling Bee Competition 2026 ki first round, semi-final, amasung final, matang shit na megitang taramari, taratarit amasung taramapanda, school asimak na pangtok lagani. Spelling Bee Competition asigi, laygadawa category sing amasung class sing di, category A, class 2 to 4, category B, class 5 to 7, category C, class 8 to 10. Angang singi knowledge amasung word power inculcate taunanabagidamag sinjariba competition asida saruk yananaba Imphal West Ladies School singi authority na category kudingmaki angang amamam nominate tawiraknaba kanganjari competition asigi thamjariba fabulous prize singdi first prize lupa lising tara, second prize lupa lising mga matang shitna amadi memento amasung certificate sing form thajin bagi aroy batarik megitang taret ing lising ani kuntaruk aku pamarol gidamag Pijariba number sing asida contact of you.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. More news and updates. Members of Arambai Twenggol Unit 4 honoured those killed during the ongoing crisis at Kangabuk Part 3 Kuno Community Hall in Thobal District. During the event, attendees led by Unit 4 Commander Athoba Maitei paid floral tributes to photos of the victims and observed a 2-minute silence. Addressing the gathering, Athoba highlighted the significance of the event and noted that the victims' families and the people of Manipur are still waiting for justice to be delivered. Arambai Twenggol Unit 38 today honoured those who lost their lives in the ongoing crisis with a floral tribute ceremony at Hyangthang Playground Community Hall. Led by Commander Toijam Ranbir, the event saw hundreds of the Arambai Twenggol Unit members and locals gathered to pay their respects. Speakers also highlighted the pressing need to end the conflict and ensure justice for the victims. A protest was held at Jantar Mantar in New Delhi, organized by the 3rd May Organizing Committee, comprising various mighty student bodies and civil society organizations from Manipur, Assam and Tripura, marking 3 years since the outbreak of violence in Manipur in 2023. The demonstrators alleged continued insecurity in the state and called upon Government of India to take immediate steps to restore peace and normalcy, including ending alleged support to armed groups, dismantling militant networks and ensuring justice for victims of the conflict. Speakers at the event claimed that the violence began with coordinated attacks in several areas of Manipur and raised concerns over displacement, loss of life, destruction of property and missing persons over the past 3 years. They also criticized what they described as administrative and security failures, while urging full restoration of constitutional governance and time-bound rehabilitation of internally displaced persons. The organizers collectively submitted a set of demands, seeking decisive government action to end the crisis and restore lasting peace in the state. Manipuri Elders Consortium Shillong Max on Sunday commemorated the 3rd anniversary of May 3, 2023 violence in Manipur by organizing discussion program titled Manipur and Meitei, the road ahead in Funga heritage in Shillong. Members of Meitei community from different walks of life residing in and around Shillong attended the event and shared their views on safeguarding the community and restoring peace in the state. As part of the observance, participants paid tribute to those who lost their lives in the ongoing conflict by observing 1 minute silence and lighting candles in their memory. A suspected grenade blast occurred near cargo terminal area of Imphal International Airport around 11:55 a.m. on May 3, causing panic among people in the vicinity. The explosion reportedly took place about 1 kilometer from the airport's exit gate near Territorial Army Camp, along the eastern roadside close to a crematorium. Soon after the blast, security forces and police personnel rushed to the site, cordoned off the area and launched intensive search and sanitization operation. Officials have yet to confirm the exact nature of the explosion, and there were no immediate reports of casualties or damage at the time of filing this report. The incident comes on the anniversary of the Manipur ethnic conflict, with heightened security arrangements already in place across the state. Investigations are underway and further details are awaited. Assam Rifles paid solemn tribute to Havildar John Famhoite of the 17th Assam Regiment, who was laid to rest with full military honours at Renkai in Churachandpur. The ceremonial last rites were conducted with utmost dignity and reverence. Officials, troops, around 25 veterans, family members, ex-servicemen and local residents gathered to bid final farewell in an atmosphere marked by deep emotion and patriotism. A wreath was laid on behalf of all ranks by the sector commander, Assam Rifles Churachandpur, expressing heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. In a landmark development for international education in Manipur, Pitambra English School at Kwakatilhino Khongnimbi has launched pioneering international academic collaboration and exchange program in partnership with Suwon Dusit University, SDU Bangkok, marking the state's first structured initiative integrating Thai and Manipuri language and culture studies. The program, formalized through an MOU signed in February 2026 after groundwork since 2025, has brought Thai delegation comprising academicians, officials and students to Imphal for a 5-day exchange from May 4 to 8. Hosted at PES campus, the initiative builds on 3-year effort that introduces certified courses in Thai language and culture, supported by Surindra Rajbhat University, and includes prior exchange visits by PES representatives to Thailand. The collaboration, comprising workshops, interactive sessions, cultural programs, and academic dialogue, aims to enhance global exposure, intercultural understanding, and academic cooperation while promoting Manipuri heritage internationally, with further student and faculty exchanges planned through 2026 to strengthen India-Thailand educational ties. Now moving on in the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 24 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 16.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 94% in the morning and 73% in the evening. Manipur recorded widespread rainfall in the past 24 hours, with Tamenglong receiving the highest rainfall of 90.8 mm, followed by Chandel with 23.2 mm, Bishnupur 20.8 mm, Imphal West 15.3, Ukhrul 12.2, Thoubal 5.8 and Senapati 5.4, while light rainfall occurred in other areas. The Meteorological Center has forecast a thunderstorm with lightning and gusty winds of 30 to 40 km per hour is very likely at isolated places in districts including Thoubal, Kakching, Teknopal, Chandel, Churachandpur and Farzol on May 3, although no major warning has been issued for the following days. The conditions are expected to gradually improve and turn drier later in a week, even as seasonal rainfall across the state remains below normal, and temperatures in farm are likely to range between 24 degrees Celsius and 29 degrees Celsius in the coming days. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Manipur People's Convention marks 3 years of crisis, adopts 6 resolutions seeking declaration of May 3 as Anti-Narco-Terrorism Day. Mikab Topanamid observed at various places in Manipur. People pay floral tributes to martyrs of May 3, 2023 violence. Centre's Manipur conflict inquiry report still pending after 3 years despite 4 deadline extension. MP Muncha Bimola Koitam alleges Manipur politically torn. Bureaucracy remains in chaos under BJP government. CLP leader Megachandra urges resignation of MLAs and fresh elections as BJP government fails to end 3-year Manipur conflict. And press played crucial role in countering forces beyond legislature, executive and judiciary, asserts IPR Director T.H. Charanjit. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.